night. But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw here. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He'll look to set up his blockers.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
From the gun, it's Walker.
Stiff-armed him. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 6.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Bowles. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
2nd and 10. And going right back to Walker.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Here's Walker.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown Brown.
And the Desperados take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Black. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. And now a run. Here's the 1st-round pick from April's draft.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And his pass incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there. both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down. Second and 5. Looking middle, and that's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Desperados.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, they'll throw.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Now a handoff up the middle. Bowles, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. In motion, the tight end. On first down, Middleton.
He'll take this to the 46.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bowles. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
To the right side and intercepted.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal.
Back to throw. And he's got it. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd and 3. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigskin at the 7-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they're going to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And running with power here.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Desperados offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5.
Now back to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll drop to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Able to power through. Oh, good footwork on the spin. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Russell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Up the middle they go. Bulls. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bulls. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 37-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, fighting off the defender. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bulls. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Russell. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Eluding the pressure right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
If you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
On the right side, he finds Burnett. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Desperados.
On the give, it's Mims.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the doubling first down.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Russell. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Bulls. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Bulls. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. 25 yards.
And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
This one left side caught by Swan.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They'll drop the throw.
He's got it to Swan, complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it'll be intercepted.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bulls, and he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bulls. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Middleton. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And down right near the 25. Able to break through that initial contact. Got him some extra yardage. He's going to have the hook up to Burnett. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
He's got room at the 30. He's still on his feet. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Back to throw here. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bulls. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both. This clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come. Sitting next to you, really looking